God, almost choked. Hello and welcome to day one of the 90 in 90. I feel like these are annoying for the camera, so I'm going to remove them so you can see me better. How are you all today? Good morning, Anita. Well, good afternoon. Hello, Ag. Hello. So, if you can hear the voice that is a bit echoey, is because for the first time in, I guess forever, I am in my new office. So for those of you that don't know, I bought a place last September and I am renewing it at the moment because there are certain things that I did not like. And what I'm doing right now, I literally have a desk, like a proper table. I can't call it a desk, it's a table. All right, it's a table in which I have my phone and I have my laptop, and I decided to go live from my new office. So it's kind of all exciting for me because I've usually used always my room, and now I have an actual office. So without further ado, let's just start, because I know you're keen into going ahead with this content workshop, and I'm so excited to make you work, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to work today. So a bit of logistics just to start this thing. All right, so if you're not signed up, you want to sign up via email. Now, when you sign up via email, you have the chance to get giveaways. Now, the first giveaway is if you tag me on an Instagram story, you stand a chance to win the Productivity Accelerator Planner 2024, which is my famous planner that I do every single year that accelerates your productivity and allows you to have bigger goals, make bigger dreams in your business and accomplish them. I would push to say that it's, because I've spoken to ADHD people, and I push to say that it's the perfect planner for ADHD people, because it's so made step by step that it's so easy to follow and get things done, so it's easier to accomplish your goals. Now, that's the first prize that you will get, first giveaway. Now, the second one is that if you invite a friend and they sign up, you receive automatically, all right, as long as they sign up, a free Instagram audit. So what happens in an audit? I come into your profile and I check out your profile and I tell you basically what you're doing wrong. And basically I tell you why it's not converting the way that you would like it to convert. So those are the logistics. Oh, another very important thing. If you are signed up to in the emails, what's going to happen that at the end of every single live, every single day, I am going to post your homework into the email, so you don't need to pick notes like when you're listening to me, apart from the juicy stuff, because there are juicy things that you want to know. But you will have the word homework written down, so you don't need to go back into the live video and check, oh, what did she say? Like, what was the homework like? I'm going to write it down for you, so it's literally zero effort. So I'm going to get a sip of tea right now, and then we are going to start, guys. I'm so excited. Send me some heart emojis, send me some fire emojis, send me some angry emojis, send me whatever you want, all right, as long as you send me something. So, thank you for the hearts. So, here is the first truth that I want you to remember. Okay, the first truth is that the best way to let people know about what you sell is to post free content. Now, when you start posting free content, everybody does it, okay? What happens is that you start creating a brand. Now, a brand is the most important thing that there is in a business. Just think about Kylie Jenner, or think about The Rock, okay? So Kylie Jenner, I think it was Kylie, yeah. Kylie Jenner created a brand around herself. And the moment that that she put out a line of new makeup, she became the youngest billionaire. Why? Because everybody liked her brand. She could have sold underwear, all right? She could have sold pencils. It doesn't matter. Everybody would have bought from her because she created that brand. Now, the brand works wonders. The brand is what makes you sell. So, how do you make your brand sell? Now, the first thing, of course, is you provide free value to your audience. Now, there are a couple of things to say. So, the more value that you provide, the more you understand what your audience wants, the more your audience will follow you and will want to learn from you. The more value you provide and the more content you create, the better at creating content you will get. So when they ask me, is it better quality or quantity? My answer is usually both. Quality, because what you post always needs to be on point, and we will touch that subject, and I'm going to tell you something that you do not want to hear right now. And quantity, because the more you do it, the better you get at doing it. The more you do it, the more confident you become at doing it. And the more confident you become, the more you're capable of losing this whole identity that you created, that you thought is the person that wants to be online and selling your things, rather than the person that you actually are. Because let's face it, you are unique, you are absolutely amazing the way that you are. You can better, of course, but there are some people out there that accept you and love you for who you are. And those are the people that you want to target. Now, pros and cons about content. Free content, of course. I'm always talking about free content. I always talk about organic content, all right? I'm diving deep into the world of Facebook ads now after 2 years that I left them. And I find them pretty ridiculously hard, all right? So I'm just going to stick to organic growth for now. So the pros of free content is that it grows warm audience. And the warm audience is the audience you can reach out to. So you can actually go into somebody's DMs and say, hey, how you doing? And have a conversation with them. And the moment that you have a conversation with them, you are creating a connection. And when you create a connection, they're more likely to listen to you and to value what you say and to buy from you. Second tip of pro when it comes to content is that it makes all the advertising so effective. Now, why do I say this? Because although I am a terrible ads advertiser, all right, so I really don't like them. I mean, when done good, they're absolutely great, okay? Apparently I can't do them properly. But if you have an audience that already follows you, and when they see a sponsored ad on Instagram, they start pumping you up and leaving comments, then that ad is going to give so much more value and reach so many more people than the organic strategy that there is. Third pro about creating content is that it only takes time. That's it. There's literally no money, because it's free content. There is no money that you need to put into creating free content. So it has a higher return compared to all the other ads. Now, because we all like the pros, let's go to the cons. It's difficult to personalize. It's getting more difficult by the day. Everybody is doing the same thing. So competition at this right moment on the 1st of November 2023 is wild. You have so many competitors. We all have so many, because I have so many competitors too. Like, we have so many competitors in the online world and in the offline world. So you need to nail it. I'm going to speak about that. If you're good, all right? People will copy you. But that's the least of the problems that you need to face. What the problem is with that is that if you're good and you have a limited budget and somebody else follows you and copies you and they have a bigger budget than you have, then they're going to tap into those ads and use it. Now, I'm not telling you this to take you down. I'm telling you this for the opposite reason, which is you are you and who you are and the way that you say things. And we are going to speak about personality and authenticity in these 3 days. The way that you say things, the message that you transfer, the way that you propose to other people and to your ideal clients matters. And it's what makes the whole of the difference. So, the first question that I want you to solve, because I like riddles, like, to create good and better content is, and I would love for you to write it in the comments if you know the answer right now. If you don't, just write part of it if you don't know the whole answer. Remember, you will receive it on the emails if you signed up. So the first question to create good and better content is, what are the 3 problems that you solve? 3 problems. Leave it in the comments. If you know what the 3 problems that you solve right now as a business owner are, leave it in the comments. I like my new cup. Now, in the homework, what will be written for you is an actual statement. So the statement will go something as, I am A, and you insert who you identify as a business owner, for, and you insert who your target market is, and then you insert who you help them with. So I am a business and marketing strategist, and for in real life business owners, and I help them create a strong brand online so they can leverage what they have to gain more clients. Now, once you do that, I want you to do this for another 2 times. Now, if you're stuck on this, you have no clarity. And I'm not saying this to just like come at you, all right? I'm saying this because it's a good point. Because if you're stuck on this, you'll be like, fuck, that's why I haven't created content for all this time, because I'm not really sure who I am and what I do for the people that are in front of me. So if you know at least one thing, write it in the comments, who you are and who you help. This is very important. Like, you need to know this. Now, once you have that, you have 3 marketing pillars that are full of value and that target your perfect client. And you know everything about all those issues, because otherwise you wouldn't have started a business in the first place. So think about, when I say leverage their own potential so then they can gain more clients, I know exactly what I need to talk about to people that, to my target audience that need to try and are struggling with working on Instagram and getting their business to grow. I know that because I've been there. I know that because I've had clients that struggle with it. So I know their struggles, I know their pain points, I know exactly what they're doing. If you had no clients whatsoever up until now, all right, that's fine. All you have to do is think about your own experience. So Anita says, I help moms find the unique sassy side back. Okay. So Anita is clear. Now that's one problem. What are the other 2 problems? I really don't like this. What are the other 2 problems that you need to have so you have the third 3? Now, while you think about that, I'm going to explain to you how content works. Because in order for you to create 90 days of Instagram content in 19 minutes, then I promise you, all right, you are going to have 90 days of Instagram content in 19 minutes by the end of these 3 days, all right, and it's going to blow your mind. So there are 3 units, all right, so all content is made of 3 units, and if you have pen and paper right now, write it down. Stop, engage, win. All types of content are made of 3 units. It doesn't matter whether it's a carousel, it doesn't matter whether it's a reel, it doesn't matter whether it's a live video. Live video is a longer form of content, but it works the same way as a short. It's just these 3 units just gets repeated over and over again. So stop. Stop is about stopping the scroll, is the headline. It's the hook. Call it whatever you want. I am giving you a reason to look at the content I'm posting right now. If there is no reason, I'll just keep scrolling. So you need to stop the scroll. Engage. You need to make them pay attention long enough for them to get hooked at you. And then the win is for them to reward them. So you are rewarding them for consuming your content, because everybody loves a win. I help people create their cake for a special occasion. Well, I will be. People is a bit generic though. I would go and niche it down a little bit. Okay, don't get me wrong. I absolutely hate the word niche. All right. I started as a health coach and everybody was just like, oh, you need to niche down. It's like, I just help people lose weight. But whatever, seriously, what do you want from me? And then when I transitioned to being a life coach, it was so hard for me to niche down because I am what's the name? The human design. I'm a manifesting generator kind of woman. So I want to do it all and I'm okay with doing it all. And the more you throw at me, the more I will learn to give you back. So I help people create the cake for a special occasion. It's amazing, but you need to dig a little bit deeper. Who are the people? Is it kids? Is it mums, busy mums that have absolutely no time to make their own cake for the son's birthday? Because hell no, I'm not going to start making a cake right now. Like, I can go to Tesco's and buy one. Are there corporate office people that have a party once in a while and you're there making cakes for them? Who is the people? And on top of that, I want another 2 problems that you solve. Remember, the more you know your target market and who you work with, the better it is for you to really understand what their struggles are. So, goal of the hook, right? So let's go back to the stop, right? So goal of the hook is to get people to pay attention to you, right? How? You're like, okay, Laura, then I need to get people to pay attention to me. How the fuck do I do that? That's a fair question, all right? But that's why I'm here. So, I'm going to go with the mums, as I love to make novelty cakes out there fun. Okay, see, you already got 1. Perfect. Now, another 2 sentences that solve another 2 problems that mums have at this point. Because you know exactly that it's mums. So what is the issue with mums? There's loads, all right? But what is the issue with mums? So Ag says, I'm a confidence coach for mums returning to work. Okay. Helping them build the confidence to step into their power, go back and ask that promotion pay rise. Ooh, I love that. I would break down on the other 2 sentences what their power actually is. So step into their power. What is their power? I know that it's a word that, and I'm a bit controversial on this, right? So listen to me if you want. If you don't want to listen to me, you know what to do. But I'm a bit controversial on this because lately in the online industry, there are words like stepping into their power, unleashing your inner power, or attracting. And there are words that are incredible and I love them and they make me feel some type of way. But what do they actually mean? Like, what is stepping into their power? Now, I know that stepping into my power means that I am absolutely full of energy and I feel my body radiating from the top to the bottom, and it's just giving me signs, and I feel like a brand new person, and I feel focused and I feel determined, and I know what the hell I'm going to do, and I know exactly what it's meant for me. That's what stepping into the power is for me. So if you came to me and said, Lara, I'm going to help you get aligned with all your goals. I am going to help you gain the confidence back. So every time that, I don't know whether you work with business owners or not, but let's just face that you're working with business owners. Every time that you go and create a reel, all you hear in your head is cheers from other women saying, fuck yes, you're doing it. Yes, this is great, just keep on doing it. Rather than, Lara, I help you step into your power. Now, on one, you gave me a clear definition of what stepping into my power means. On the other one, I'm stepping into my power. Cool, what does that mean? And you know what that means. You know what stepping into your power means because you've experienced it, but you're the coach. So you're supposed to know what you're talking about. Others might not know it because they haven't stepped into their power yet, so they have no idea what it feels like. They add a centerpiece and a wow to kids' parties, fitting with their themed parties and a bigger smile to the kid face. Oh, I love that. Is that what mums want, though? No, I'm not a mom, all right, so there's no judgment in this question. Is the mom's real reward the smile on the kids' faces, or is the mom real reward the fact that they didn't have to work 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours to make a cake, so they had more time to spend with the kids and maybe get them the gifts that the kid wanted rather than buying late night from Amazon? By the way, I absolutely love how you're all interacting right now. I'm so excited for this. I'm so sorry for who's not here live. Like, seriously, so sorry. Because it's brilliant. Okay, cool. Keep on going. Oh, and if you have any questions whatsoever at any time throughout the live, alright, just throw them at me, okay? I really want this to be a live workshop, and that's why I called it workshop and not something else, because I really want you guys to be able to respond to me and ask me questions and say if you don't like something. It's really, really conversational. So, topics when it comes to the hooks. We were there, right? We were at the topics when it comes to the hooks. Now, how do I find topics for the hooks? There are 3 main ways, all right? So the first one is real life. So what happened to you in real life? I have a note in my phone in which I write down something that happened to me and I feel like it's interesting. And then I try to write it down, write the actual content, as soon as that thing happens. The reason why I say this is because the emotions in that moment are wildly going in circles. So I'm over there and I think about that friend of mine, which I thought was a friend of mine, it's an actual note on my notes, this one, is being a bitch and has been a bitch, alright? And I don't think I want to be friends with her anymore because she did not prove to me that she was a friend, even though I did X, Y, and Z, and she said this and this and this and that. All right? And the sooner I write it, the sooner I explain to myself what is going on, the better posts I will create. So you want to stop the scroll. My friend has been a bitch. Would that stop the scroll for you? Now, if you read in one of my posts, okay, just scrolling around and it's a carousel, and the hook, the headline, the stop, the first cover, whatever you want to call it, is my friend has been a bitch to me. It will hook you 100 times faster than I had a fight last night. Okay, so real life, so what happened to you? Real time capture. So let's say that connection. Okay, I'm back. You just read an article about, I don't know, there's not much things that trigger me. So you just read an article about kids getting, I can't say too much words because otherwise Instagram is going to ban me. Okay, but kids getting mistreated, okay? I want to say a harsher word, but I'm not going to say that. Kids getting mistreated by an adult that is not their parent and that doesn't treat them right, all right? And there is a video, oh, here, I've got it, okay. I live in Italy, right? And there has been, in the news, there has been some really, really bad news about women, young women getting raped. Now, getting raped is something that I cannot stand. It really, really triggers the hell out of me because I would really like to do some bad shit to people that rape other women, okay? And if I were to hook with a real-time capture, I would literally listen to the news, okay, to the story in the news, and then I will pick up my phone and record everything that I feel in that moment. Now that is spontaneous. That is something that your target market, or whether it's not your target market but just finds you out like that, will either resonate with you or wouldn't, which creates controversial and which creates talking and it will still help your reach. That's what I'm trying to say. Third topic that you use when it comes to the stop part is trends. We will talk about trends more in the Insta Elite circle, but for now, just know that you need to follow trends. They work. Like last trend that I was interested in, so there's been the yearbook, but I wasn't on it because I was just like, no. The last trend that I was interested in was Taylor Swift 1989 new edition. By the way, the album is fire. It's way better than the first one. And 1989 is my favourite album out of all of hers. So that was a new trend I was interested in. I was looking at it because I was like, oh, let's see what people do with the new songs that it's her version, it's Taylor's version. I'm a Swiftie, yes, guilty. But all right, okay, so other tips to get the stop, the hook, the headline to stop, all right, it needs to be as recent as possible. So just think about the news. People are more interested in something that has happened 5 minutes ago rather than a year ago. And you know that. If you go on the news, if you just go on Google and say, Iraq, I'm going to say Iraq war just because it's okay. Would you read an article that is from 5 minutes ago? Would you read something that's from a year ago? You read something that's 5 minutes ago. Why? Because it's recent. It's probably more news and more facts than what is giving you a year ago. Relevance is another big one. It needs to be personal and meaningful. You need to make it relevant to your ideal client. If you add a level of geographically close to you, then it bumps up the actual piece of content. Another way, it's unusual, it's odd, it's rare. People pay more attention to something it's unusual. And ongoing stories, all right? So, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, right? I kept on tabs on what was going on while it was going on. Now, I have no recollection of law, all right? So, I was not the one to go on Reels and say my opinion because I wouldn't have been able to explain it to you guys. There are a few things that I don't know, all right? One of those is law. But the people that are lawyers and they have an Instagram account and they wanted to create content around it, they did it so well because it was an ongoing story that involved celebrities, and the quicker they posted something that happened, the more recent it was. And because everybody loves Johnny Depp, all right, I'm a Johnny Depp fan, all right, it was personally meaningful and relevant to them, and their numbers spiked really, really high. So I hope you wrote all those tips down, because all the tips to create hooks. Now, let's get to the second part of stop, engage, win. Now, engage. You need to be able to use properly the platform that you're creating your content in. So, what do I mean with that? Facebook, all right? Because Instagram is somehow linked to TT. Facebook. I see from my Facebook insights that my longer posts with an image have way more reach than my reels. We're talking on Facebook. On Instagram, it's the complete opposite. Like, I would have little to zero engagement, very low, all right, on my carousels and on my images, but if I post a reel, then my reach skyrockets. So you need to be able to understand what your audience wants. So if your audience reacts well to your reels, then you need to create more reels. If your audience reacts well to your carousels, you need to create carousel. You need to make content look like what they expect it is, because as human beings, we retain, so we help them engage through curiosity. So, you can create lists, steps, stories, but you need to keep on giving all the time. Now, a story that I could use that will keep you engaged is that I actually never told, so I might tell it. It's my journey from being in the military and following rules to becoming a business owner that makes their own rules. It's controversial. It's like, how on earth could you have been somewhere that taught you everything and told you exactly what to do every single time, and now you do whatever you want at any time? And that would hook you. And if I created that in a 5-part series, telling you what happened on one day when I was about to pick a fight with one of the other chicks, or telling you when I had to sleep in minus 15 degrees in one of the highest mountains in Italy in a rucksack, and I had 39 fever, then I get you to keep coming back to me. And you keep coming back to me. And these are very good examples of content that I am going to create. Just mentally noted. So let's go to the win. Alright? If you reward people enough times, they will come back to you. Now, how good your content is really depends on how often it rewards your audience. Now, there is a coach that I follow, and she's absolutely brilliant at doing this. I'm a big fan, all right, of following somebody that is at a higher level than you are and learn from them. So every 3 posts, she gives out a freebie. A complete different one, and then she repeats them over and over again. And I feel like she has a new freebie every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. They're very, very simple made. It's not that big of a deal, right? But they're effective. So when she does that, she gets people to comment on her posts. So you're engaging. She delivers the actual freebie, and she promises in the freebie what she said she were going to give them. Okay? So you cannot, of course, give a specific reward to everybody, but you can increase the chance of giving the reward. How do you do that? By hooking the right audience, by letting them engage with lists and steps, by satisfying the reason why they came to your post. So if you have 7 tips, let's say guys, 7 tips to be more confident on camera, all right, or 7 tips to go to your boss and ask for a pay rise. All right, let's give it that. And then you give them 4. You're not like, they're not coming back for you. They're like, nah, not doing that. Or you give them 7 tips that they already heard, they already tried, they already know, there's no personality, there's no new thing, they're not coming back to you. Or worse, we're talking about going to your boss and asking for a raise, so we're talking about 9-to-5ers, all right, or corporate people, all right, corporate women. Then you have an audience that's all made up of entrepreneurs. They don't care. They don't have a boss. So no matter how good your content is, it's the audience that decides. So you need to keep your promises. Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to say it over here, all right, if you're not growing, your content is not that good. You need to provide more value than anybody else, especially right now. And the reason why I say especially right now is because it's not that your content does not convert. And it's not that people are not wanting to look at your content. It's that what worked 5 years ago, 10 years ago does not work now because they have higher standards and you need to get to the higher standards all the time. You always need to keep improving. And I know it's not what you want to hear because content is something that you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to create 90 days of Instagram content in 90 minutes. Cool. Yeah, but you're going to create good content. You're going to create better content. You'll have to create, at least for me, right? You'll have to create content that converts. Content that leaves an emotion to the ones that are looking at it. So, work for today is really dive deep and understand the 3 problems that you solve. Okay, 3 problems that you solve. Once that is done, I want you to look at these problems, all right, and with absolute focus for 20 minutes, write down everything that you know about these problems in no correct order, all right, whatever. You just put the 3 problems in front of you, all right, on top of the list, and you start writing down. Just writing down. So, I'm gonna take it out as usual. All right. So we've got confidence. All right, for corporate women. All right. What do you know about confidence for corporate women? So you're gonna start writing down bullying, and you're gonna start write boss is a dickhead, and you're gonna keep writing how to be more confident. what is confidence? How to dress at work. Does dressing the different types of dress matter at work? And you start writing down everything that you know about those 3 pillars. Now, another marketing pillar that we are going to integrate is your personality. Now, this comes out in your content, and we will talk about this tomorrow with ChatGPT, but it also comes out from your hobbies and what your audience relates to. So, what are you passionate about? Like, not as in, I want to save starving children. No. What's your favourite TV show? What's your favourite movie? What makes you different? What do you eat? What don't you eat? What is your favourite scent of candles? What's one item at home that you cannot live without? What you need to do is speak about your hobbies. Speak about what you like, what you love, because that's part of your personality, and that's when your personality shines through. And what you do when you speak about your hobbies, you take away the pressure of speaking about something that you were scared to talk about, because, oh God, if there's somebody else that's better than me, I'm going to fuck it all up. But you're speaking about something that you absolutely have no pressure on. Like, I could talk about candles all the time. I don't know a single thing about how to make candles, alright? I just know that they smell good and they look good. Look how pretty they are. See? There's an actual fly in my candle. Alright. Look how pretty they are. I have absolutely no idea about candles. But I do like to post in my stories and in my content the fact that before coming on live, I recharge my energy by lighting up candles. So, to summarize it all, you know what the homework is, alright? There are 3 tasks to do today, and you have time up until when it finishes. If you have any questions whatsoever, all you have to do is literally send me a message, and we will work together on these 3 tasks. I am available to you 24/7. Unless I'm sleeping, in these next few days. Alright, so up until the workshop, I am available for you. So ask any questions that you have, just send me a DM, let me know if you need a chat, as in, you know, let's just hop on a Zoom call and just talk, because I need your help, I'm stuck on this. So we are going to work on that. I'm going to help you get those 90 days of content in 90 minutes straight, alright? So I'm here for you for the long run, you know, that like my old clients know that when I'm full on, I'm literally your best friend and your worst enemy, because I will tell you off every single second. But I am that committed to you. 3 tasks for today. If you are signed up, you will receive those tasks via emails. If you're not, go into the link in my bio and sign up, or just send me a DM saying, Lara, I want in. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Yes, Anita's over there saying, yes, you will. Don't forget to enter the giveaway, because you get an Instagram audit in once, or you get a chance to win the Productivity Accelerator Planner. I am going to see you tomorrow, okay? Same time as today, 5 p.m. UK time, and I can't wait. Literally, I cannot wait to read all the work that you are doing and read what the 3 problems are and what your personality pillar is going to be. If you have any questions, that's it. I love you all. I'm so sorry if we did this long. I expected only 30 minutes, but I guess I just got carried away just talking to you, which is always a good sign. I'm going to speak to you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. And if you're watching on replay, just say replay, and everything works the same. Like, I'm sorry that you weren't here live, alright, but everything works the same as everybody else. See you tomorrow. Bye.